Hello, and welcome to the Blackout Podcast, where I get to talk to amazing people who do amazing things. And today I have someone I've been really excited to talk about, creative and the founder of TEO Creative Studios. Thanks for coming to the Blackout Podcast today.
Thanks for having me. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I saw, I think you had a talk at NSCC, and I was like, oh man, the talk was really inspiring. I need to find out this person. And where did all the creativity start from? Like, when did you start drawing, or which one came first?
Okay, I feel like it's awkward to introduce myself as a creative person because I always wanted to be a creative person and I admire that kind of person. So this is my, baby step. I was a marketer for 10 years in South Korea before I moved to Canada. And I was in the film industry for 7 years. And I always love working with creators, such as directors or actresses or graphic designer, videographers. And after I decided to move to Canada, I thought maybe this is a good time to learn something creative, which I really wanted to do that. So, and I found there is a graphic design program in NSCC. So I enrolled and I really enjoyed studying in that program for 2 years. And I graduated last year and I just simply made my mind up, let's do this, let's open my own agency. I'm not sure how many people will find me, but let's do this. I just thought like that. So that was just beginning, yeah.
Yo, man, that's, okay, so let's now rewind back to South Korea, because I think Parasite was the film that really kind of introduced most of the world to South Korea. But I've watched South Korean cinema for a long time, and it's like the storytelling is insane. It's like wow. It's not big budget and but it's just like each of the characters. I think one of the things that affects or influences how I write now is that I don't really think of my characters as good or bad. It's just people that want something. And whenever you watch all those films, like Parasite, for instance, I mean, everybody there, you understand why they are doing what they are doing. And I'm like, South Korean cinema is insane. So, what was it like? How do you get into marketing, and what was it like working in the film industry?
So, since when I was young, like around 12 or 13, I really loved watching movie whole day. Like, I really study hard, but at the same time, my one and only hobby was just watching movies. So I borrowed the videotape at the moment, almost 25 years old ago. Yeah. So I borrowed the videotapes and I watched 3 videos or 4 videos in a day, whole weekend. I just love all the storytelling, and I feel like that is really great method to learn about the world. Out of the screen and out of my network, I can feel something more. So that is the reason why I was really into watching movies. And as an unrealistic dream, I really wanted to go Cannes Film Festival.
Oh, right.
And I wanted to work on the red carpet. I wanted to be a movie director, or not an actor, but I want to do someone for film industry. So I made a plan, like I study pretty well. So I thought maybe being a marketer could be the option. I thought like that. When I was around 15 years old, I filmed the movie with my friends by myself with my terrible scenario. And it was a horror movie, but actually it was so funny movie, honestly. But my teacher was so impressive with that activity. So he gave me the chance to screen the movies to a whole school friends in school, in the library. So it was really massive experience, and I feel really strong goosebumps. So I thought, yeah, this is the way I want to do that. I want to do that. And I cannot forget that moment and what I felt. So through those kind of experiences, I decided to being a marketer. So I graduated broadcast and business administration, focusing on the marketing sector. and I became to be a marketer as a professional journey. And first of all, I started my career in the automobile industry, the global marketing team, and
Which car company?
Hyundai Motors
Okay.
in Seoul. So I was not interested at all in automobile industry.
Why not?
But I don't know, just I
Okay.
love the movie and
Right.
car mechanism things like, it's not mine. I've always thought like that. But I really pretty enjoyed it in the time. Like I learned a lot in global market, how to manage all the marketing strategy things, branding, those kind of things. So I got to have much wide perspective to see the global market. And around I turned out to be 30 years old, and I decided I want to go back film industry. I really want to try before I become too late. So I applied several movie distribution company, and I became the marketing manager, one of the company. So that is the way how I started my career in the film industry. And I stayed there for 7 years, and I really had a really, really great time in there. I worked so hard day and night, and I never exhausted, and I was so passionate.
Because you're doing kind of the thing you love, right? You're working in the industry. So for 7 years, did you work in the same company?
Yeah, yeah.
And what were some of the films you got to work on?
So, for example, the most famous one, I managed more than 40 projects.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, yeah. So, most famous one is the Train to Busan. So,
I love that movie.
Yeah, I love that too.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
So, again, everybody in that film, I understood. Because, okay, like if you take the father, he just wants to get the child. Right? That's all he wants to do. The child just wants the attention of the dad. There's the guy that had a pregnant wife.
Everyone has a different desire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that film, I know it's like, okay, fine, there's zombies. The zombies just want to eat, I guess. But like, even though that's it, but it's about the humans in the movie. And like, even there was like a guy that is like the bad guy that's like, leave everybody, let's just go. It's like, I understand it. Like, it's reasonable why you want. And that really has made me, I think, just watching all these South Korean shows and movies just has made me a better writer, I gotta say.
Yeah. So I really love that movie. And when we watched that first draft of the Train to Busan in one of the screening room in my company, everyone was so shocked. And even we didn't work for this computer graphic yet, but we just realized this is gonna be insane. This is gonna be amazing movie, we just realized. But the zombie movie never had a big success in Korea so far. So the marketing was kind of tricky. So we kind of hide that movie. It's not a zombie movie, it's an action thriller movie to make a much big size blockbuster for the summer season. That was the marketing strategy. So we asked to the director and actors, please don't mention zombie thing, please. So whenever we ask that, they always complain, how? This is zombie movie. How can I explain this movie without zombie words? No, please. So we really try to be escaped from the bias, market bias or audience's bias, because we mentioned the zombie movie, some female audience or young target audience might scary too much, even it's not really like that.
Right.
So we try to make that kind of strategy to make a bigger success.
And that film just is insane.
Yeah, it was really fun. So we don't want to have any bias before they watch that movies. And it was really lucky, and I love that director, the Sang Ho-yeon, and he was really amazing director, and we were invited to the Cannes Film Festival.
You got what you wanted.
So so I went there. Nobody was interested in me, but anyway, I was one of the members to be invited, because that film festival invite all the other staff as well. And I was be there with my team boss, and I was a marketing manager at the time, and other agents people and other colleagues, and we were super happy because it was really amazing experience. And I feel like still that massive experience gave me the energy or motivation for my life so far. So I cannot stop talking about this experience because, you know, when I was 15 years old, I always drew myself like, I'm going to walk on the red carpet in film festival. And everyone said, haha, yeah, you will do it. But, you know, 20 years later, it happened.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's so cool. I was just talking about, I remember the first Korean, like, you know, South Korean film I saw. It's called Shiri. I don't know if you've seen this, but you know Shiri?
Shiri? Shiri?
Shiri.
Shiri, yeah.
It's one of the best spy films I've seen.
Yeah.
It's a love story.
Yeah.
It's action. It's so good. Like, I remember seeing this film with my friends and just sitting, like, the film is done. I'm just sitting down like, wow.
Yeah.
Right? Because, you know, okay, you know, they have like the backdrop of the North Korean, South Korean problem. And then, you know, they infiltrate, and this guy is investigating his girlfriend and he doesn't know. It's like, how do you even think? Anyway, so yeah, I just want to share, like, that film Shiri is what made me say, okay, I have to start working. And then that's kind of what took me down this path to South Korean films. And then of course Squid Game. Like, I think Squid Game is the one that really brought most North Americans to. So I was like, you guys are missing. You need to check South Korean shows. They make amazing shows. And now there's the one show, I can't remember the title now, but the premise is that, like, you know, basically at a point you will die and these like demons will come and kill you.
Is it a Netflix show?
Yeah, it's a Netflix show.
Sweet Home.
No. It's not like demons. Like, these big monsters will come and kill you. And then this guy started like a church and then he finds. I'll try and find the title and send it to you. But anyway, you know, so I was like really motivated and inspired when it comes to my writing, and I'm kind of envious that you got to work in that. I work on one of my best films. So you worked on Train to Busan, and then what are some of the other shows you worked on while you were there?
So the other one of the famous one, the Parasite director's movie with Netflix named Okja.
So with the big thing.
Yeah, big super pig about the things and capitalism thing. So we worked with Netflix. So it was also really...
I'm sorry, pause. So you have this amazing life, like, nah, I'm just going to pack it up and go to freaking Nova Scotia.
It's one of the most difficult decision in my life because I love my work so much. And it's just what I wanted to have and I wanted to do. But, you know, after I experienced so many massive experiences, luckily, also at the same time, I feel something emptiness. Like, I never imagined I can actualize that dream. It was just on my dream list. And it should be not actualized. But it happened. So I never imagined my life after that. So it took me a while, like for a few years, to figure it out what I want to do more after this. I want to work for this company more, or I want to be someone in the film industry, or I really struggled to find my way. And this is my answer. So I decided to do something new with my partner. I'm living with my partner in here. And we had a long distance relationship for a long time, like more than 10 years. And I reprioritize my life goal or things. And I want to put myself and the relationship with my partner or family thing as a top priority because I always put that behind because of my work.
I mean, obviously, being able to work on these big things, like, you have to put in extra hours. There's no way, two ways about it.
So, and I realized I cannot get two goals at the same time. I need to decide one of them. And I feel like this is a time to move forward and do something new.
Wow.
So
TEO Creative Studios.
God
damn. Okay, so you do all that thing and I mean, you have to at least have been drawing to decide to study graphic design, right?
Yeah. So when I was young, I enjoyed drawing, but not as seriously, just one of the small hobby thing. I'm not super artistic person. Just I feel like I have a good balanced perspective between marketing, branding, and graphic design. And I have experienced so many artwork with the directors or actors. So I know how it works and what kind of language they use and what kind of concerns they have. And I know the feedback from the audience. So they like this, they don't like that. I have experience. So I feel like maybe I can use those skills together. So yeah, so I just registered my business like only 6 months ago. So this is just baby steps. So and
you know, you're a very humble person.
no,
Because I mean, you know, checking out some of the people you worked with is like, what, in 6 months?
Yeah.
Like, in 6 months?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I need to learn to be like, if I had those clients in 6 months, I'd be like, yeah, you know.
I feel like lucky. Like, you know, after I arrive here, I feel like everything goes very smoothly. And I really feel big happiness in here. So I truly feel thanks to this community. So I want to do something, give back. So that's why I'm doing so many volunteers as much as I'm allowed, times allow me. And there is no intention or purpose, just I want to give something back.
Right.
And it was same, like when I was young, I also got support from seniors or my friends or other community support. And now I become not a senior member, but I become almost 40 right now. So this is the moment that I can give something back. So, and it makes really good karma or circulation, I feel like. I do something with a genuine heart and something comes back to me and I feel so happy. So I can do another thing.
Yeah, it's a wonderful, beautiful circle.
Yeah. So that is the way why I love the life in Halifax right now. And I love this city's growing vibe, and everyone's so, not everyone maybe, but most of them, most people are really kind and friendly. And you know, I came from Seoul, and I love my country, but something different vibe. They love here. They want to support the local market, and they know the importance of the local market, which I really agree. So that's why I want to do something more in this city.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, it's always great talking to you. So I guess this is a good question. I'm asking everyone that comes to the show now this question. What is something that happened to you before you were 17 that you think plays a big role in who you are today and the things you are doing now?
Sorry,
So something that happened, an experience before you were 17 years old.
17 years old?
Yeah.
Okay.
That has a huge influence in the things you do and who you are today.
Yeah. So you mean my experience like filming?
Just in general.
Okay. So it's all connected, I think. So I cannot explain myself about my teenager area, but honestly, I don't like myself when I was a teenager. Like, I didn't like my personality, and I didn't like the way how I make a relationship with people. I always had a low self-esteem, I feel like, and I always wanted to be a better person, and that sometimes was a strong motivation to do something hard because I want to be a better adult, better person, better human being, and I still keep thinking like that. So whenever I feel disappointed to someone, I feel like, okay, this is the moment that I can learn from this failure or this disappointment moment. Maybe I can be better one. So let's try that. It's not easy, but I try to control myself like that. So honestly, when I look back, my young age time, it was not always happy or fun, but I should say it really impacted me to be a better human being.
Right. Okay, your work has been screening on the, for like, I gotta ask though, what is your process when you want to create something? Like when it comes to design?
Yeah, so I spend lots of time to think about the essence of the project. So every client and then every project has different problems to solve. That's why they look for someone who can solve that issue. So before I started actual design thing, I spent really lots of time why this client think this is problem. So what is the available option to solve this problem? What is the background? What is the context? So after I feel like myself, I understand all the thing around this issue, and then I try to come up with my solution. And design is one of the way to explain my solution. It can be graphic, or it can be art, or it can be other things. So it's one of the method to explain my solution. So that is the kind of, connected point between marketing and graphic design. Marketing also has the same perspective. It's all about the problem solving. So I really love the synergy between that two different categories.
Yeah, problem solving, like telling people in a zombie movie not to talk about it.
yeah, that was the answer, and it worked.
It did. Okay, a friend of mine told me this magic trick, and I'm like, I'm gonna let everyone experience it because it's pretty cool. So you basically pick a number between 1 and 60, right? And then note the number. It's gonna be in one or maybe more than one card.
Okay.
Once you have the number you want, write it down here.
Okay.
And then show it to the camera, but don't show it to me.
Okay, so
between 1 and 60.
1 and 60.
Pick one number.
Only one number.
Yeah.
So what is all the different cards?
So once you have your number,
Yeah.
there's a chance that your number might be in either of the cards. So just make sure you know what your number is. Then I'll ask you if it's in any of these cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
So write down one number.
Yeah, and then show the. We got it?
Yep.
Okay. Is it here? Your number, is it in here?
Oh, not here.
Not there. Is it here?
Yeah.
Okay, it's here. Is it here?
Not there.
Not there. Is it here?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it here?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Is it here?
Yep.
Oh my God. Okay. So let's see here. Okay. Okay. I need to consult the spirits right now.
Okay.
25.
What?
25.
How?
I told you the spirits
No way. How it works?
TEO, thank you for coming.
Oh my God. Seriously?
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming.
Okay, no worries. Thanks for having me.